Okay. All right. So that was a lot. But man, I love hearing you guys talk about all the stuff you love.
Good luck to the
Now,
editor.
I know. Later we'll talk about it. How we're gonna do it. Now, okay, this is maybe one of my favorite parts or like segments in our podcast is when we talk
Same.
about our top 12. So the way we're doing top 12 this week, we're still picking 3 songs each, but we have categories. So one song is our fave song from a group. Next is a fave song from a soloist, and third is our fave collab. So could be anybody, right? How about we do it by How about we do it by category,
Yeah,
right?
I
So
was
we
gonna
can
suggest
start,
that.
right?
I was
All
gonna do
right,
that.
let's start. We're gonna do fave group song first. So maybe we can do this in like a sort of rapid style, not really rapid style, but then song, why you picked it as your fave. Let's start with who would like to go first. I'm gonna let you guys pick this time. Anyone? Volunteers? Okay.
Me, why don't I go?
Immediately she's like me.
Okay, I'm a quick. Okay, I'm a quick. Okay, so I chose Whistle, specifically the acoustic version of Whistle by Blackpink. See, this is not me just liking that girl crush concept kind of sound. I actually prefer the acoustic version over the original. Why? Because I love acoustic versions of songs. I guess that's why I picked it. And I love the first words, "Hey boy." It sounds it's a
like-
good song.
I mean, if
I
you
like.
if you like the Hey Boy thing, you should listen to Yes or Yes by Twice.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to it. But hey boy, okay, it's my ringtone actually. This song. So of course it's by Blackpink, and it's my favorite song of the group. That's
You
it
know,
for me.
I gotta comment on Whistle. If I'm being honest with you, you know that I don't listen to Blackpink, but there is that one part of Whistle that I honestly really liked, and it's a bridge. It's the bridge. Like it completely changes how the song goes. It's I think Jisoo was the one singing it, but it's a very soulful. I don't know. I'm not gonna sing it. You guys will listen to it. We'll link it. But if you know me, I'm a Red Velvet fan. I like bridges are my thing also. They have the best bridges. So for me, this was a really really good bridge to the song. It's one of the best. I would actually even say, even as a person that doesn't listen to Blackpink, this is one of the best bridges in K-pop.
Yeah.
Big words.
So
Wow.
yes, big word. Yes, thank you for praising my song.
See, I
It's not
don't
my song. It's my fave song.
I don't hate Blackpink.
We don't hate anybody, guys. This is a love group.
Right.
Sounds weird.
Antis and
Yeah.
stalkers. That's what we hate.
Okay. Let's hear from Benj, because the song you picked is also my fave from your group. Honestly.
Same, right.
Right? So good.
Same.
So for the so for the visual, the viewers of the video version, this is my hint. Illuminati. Just kidding.
Good hint.
No, but yeah. So honestly, this one I don't even want to talk about the MV. We'll talk about that in a future episode because that is also my favorite music video and it has nothing to do with the song whatsoever, but it's amazing. So it's Peekaboo by Red Velvet, and the reason I chose this song, aside from the fact that the MV was super good, without spoiling what happens, you're free to watch it on your own if you want to.
So
But
good.
the song itself is honestly red plus velvet, and there's a lot of them, right? Like Russian Roulette is also red plus velvet. This one is one of the best implementations of combining the two concepts into one, and that's why I like the group so much. It's because you're not boxed into a girl crush or a cute concept. You are your own concept, and it's just amazing how this song is so playful yet at the same time eerie. It's so cute and at the same time mature and dark. And especially when it comes to the subject matter is really just a girl who's like very, oh, she's into new relationships, oh, she gets butterflies every time like somebody talks. But the feel of the song has like this creepy, there's more than just what you're listening to kind of vibe to it. The melodies again are off the charts. Like seriously, the vocals here are so good. But I wanna like rave about two things I love about this song, and it's one, in terms of like this era really brought out the best in a lot of members. I think this is the era where I would claim that Joy stopped being cute and started being sexy dynamite, which is PG because that's actually what they call her in the group. But like this is when she really matured, and it's like she stopped being like this cute maknae, and like she really was like, oh damn, that's Joy, and it's like really that. Yeri was also like on top of her game here. Silky and Wendy, yes, were there. Irene, I think, again, I say this about every Irene era. This is Irene's best era. Peekaboo, especially her ending fairies in Peekaboo are like breathtaking, and I'm not kidding. But then the second one, aside from how good the song is, the performances are super good. Like there's this choreography thing that they do, and it's like it's this optical illusion part where the hand is longer than the other, and then I don't know how they did it. It's really, really creative. And the third thing I want to talk about in performances is that I watch a lot of videos wherein other groups react to it. This is where Solar from Mamamoo was super into the song. She knew the lyrics, and every time the chorus came up, she would do this. Then Hwasa was vibing along to it as well. So, seriously, this is one of their best songs, and it's from their best album too, which is Perfect Velvet. So I think that is my quintessential group song.
Can I comment
Nice.
a bit about this song?
Sure.
Well, my
Ooh,
comment
go,
is
this
Of
song is the
course, of
best.
course.
So anyway, I actually heard
Wow.
of the song in Produce 48. They performed it, so I didn't really
I'm gonna
I
go
didn't
search
hear
that.
the Red Velvet version. Don't Bench, don't listen to it.
Fine.
Anyway, so something happened during that performance, so don't watch it. Well, you can watch it. Go ahead, watch it. But that's how
We're
I
linking
found
it
out.
in the playlist, dude.
Yeah, that's where I found out that it was a Red Velvet song, and that's when Red Velvet got into my playlist. That's all. Peekaboo is my introduction to Red Velvet.
Best intro, honest. Well, one of the best intros, right? Let's see. How about Jo? Can you tell us what's your favorite song from your group?
Okay. So, one of the things that I rave about TVXQ is how they're really great singers. So I picked a song that would highlight their vocals and their harmonies and melodies. Cause honestly, I'm not sure if there was ever a group controversial statement who was able to capture the TVXQ magic when it comes to vocals. Um, everyone has a highlight part. Everyone can belt it if they like. If it's their part, they can belt it. They would sing this live. So I chose "Love in the Eyes," the Korean version, because it's originally Japanese. Because this is a K-pop this is a K-pop podcast, so I chose the Korean version. And incidentally, the Korean version, the lyrics was from Changmin. I think it was supposed to be like translation and stuff, but he wrote the lyrics for the Korean version because it's like, yeah, and it's also in their last Korean album together. So it's a really special song, and also just the harmony and melody in the beginning, like even just the beginning, if you guys listen to the I can't do it but like the ha part, you can see like how they blend, how they harmonize with each other. The thing is, this group was able to do a cappella, they were able to do a lot of things, and I think this is one of the songs that showcased it. I mean, I could talk about their other songs for being the choreography, how they can sing with difficult choreography, etc. But I'm I like ballads, and like this is one of the best ballads that I have ever heard. Like, I don't know if someone has seen a really good cover of this, please link it to me because I haven't seen one that I fully enjoy as much as I do the original. Okay, there you go.
Okay, sorry. When I listen to the song you picked, Jo, when I listen to Love and Ice, it's so nice. You're right. And I also like ballads. So I was even thinking I can put this in I have a playlist called Tender. It's for like comfort songs, tender songs, that sort of thing. And knowing that I like songs like that, tender, soft, or comforting songs. It was very hard for me to pick one song from BTS. In fact, the first song I picked was different. But then I thought it's okay, I'll save that for another episode, since in future episodes we're planning to like highlight different songs. So I'm trying to plan ahead and like, okay, there's another episode I can use to highlight this song. So for today, the fave song that I've chosen from BTS, and it really is one of my faves, is Mikrokosmos, which I think maybe across the board for different armies, this is maybe at least one of their faves, if not their fave. It's the song that they usually end their concerts with ever since they released this song. Yeah, and it really is a perfect kind of ending concert song. In the playlist we've put out, the video that I picked to share is the okay, there are two different playlists kasi, but one of the videos I picked this was their concert, I think in 2019. This was their last big concert before the world ended. So that when I watch it now, it makes me tear up because it makes it that much more meaningful. But I love the song not just for the sound and not just because of what it has come to mean to the fandom, but even I think it's a nice example of the storytelling aspect, or not just the storytelling, but I like how a lot of their songs actually reference like literature or deeper concepts. So Mikrokosmos, it references the idea of a microcosm, right? So your own little world, your own little universe. And they didn't actually mean for this to be a fan song. Parang if you really actually read the lyrics or look at what they meant, it's more just about people in general, right? Like maybe we have our own little worlds, or we are our own little worlds, but together we can also make that up. And that's kind of why it became a fan song, because a lot of the times that's how it feels for BTS and ARMY, because of how protective each one is of the other. So that's why it's such a meaningful fan song, and that's why it's the song that they usually end their concerts with. And that's why it's what I've chosen for today. You know what? I long for the day when we can go to concerts again. Then who's to say if I can even afford tickets, or if I'll even be able to risk, even if I had the money.
You gotta
Given
listen, guys. Listen to us so that we get money so we can afford to go to concerts.
I know, but that's the thing. I was like, even if I did have the money, like tickets sell out so fast. Who even knows? But I hold on to that dream of one day being able to hear this live. Especially, I have a dream of being able to hear it live back to back with the song that I've chosen for later, for new releases. Anyway, so that's our favorite group song. Now, favorite soloist song, or ones that we've chosen to highlight. Exciting. Why don't we start with? Oh, you know what? Why don't we start with Benj? Because you did start talking about it earlier already.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't super obvious. My favorite IU song is Lilac. And a lot of people would actually claim this is like a very basic track from her, knowing her track record. But no, Lilac is just that song. Meaning wise, it's a very meaningful look back at her career. And it's like goodbye to my 20s, hello as I embark on, on her 30s. Because Lilac is actually like what it means. Like lilacs actually signify this. Like it's in new beginnings, goodbyes, and things like that. And the music video really just shows it. Like she used to be this energetic, happy-go-lucky person. Like she wants to do everything, and then it shifts through all the struggles that she had to go through. And like it was represented in this action movie scene, but you could really see her working hard and like trying to fight these struggles. And at the end, she buries this time capsule, and it's as if it's saying, "This is all in the past, and I'm thankful for all of this being in the past, but I'm ready to embark on the journey ahead." Like from the onset, if you don't understand the lyrics, and of course I had to search it up, right? It's just a good song. Like it's really good. It's very soothing, very IU, but like the more you really get into the meaning of what she was trying to say, like because this whole album is about that, but just Lilac as a song, it's honestly one of my favorite releases this year. It's aside from just how good it is, I think the message really is there, and it's a song that I feel like any new person getting into this should really listen to. Well, IU in general is someone that people should listen to, but this song in particular, Lilac, is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard, not just in terms of this genre. It is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard.
You should actually listen to the whole album. The whole album
probably
is really
should. I
great.
probably
It's great,
should.
Benj. It's great.
Okay, why don't we continue with our IU hijacker? Bon, why don't you go ahead? Since I feel like even that you'll have something to say.
No, that's okay. So, man, oh my god, I really love that album by IU. I just have to say the whole album, not just Lilac. The whole album.
Oh,
Listen to the
wait,
whole album,
listen
guys.
to that in the performance I linked was an acoustic version. I think that's one of the best vocal
Ooh.
things.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it
Yeah,
later, not now.
it's so good. It's just so good.
Okay, so anyway, I chose "Love Me Harder" by Woodz. This is the what you call that the song for his mini album from last year, entitled Equal. So "Love Me Harder," it's just a typical love song, but then it has this whistle thing. Can't do it, and it's so catchy.
Can I just say that in our playlist, because it was your chunk first, right? So this
Yeah.
came after Whistle. I was like, wow, did she do this on purpose? Like,
No, you
if
both
it,
whistle.
it's like it leads into one another, and the song is so catchy. You're so right.
It's
As
so
in,
catchy.
so
The
I
music
was like,
video was so good also. Like
Yeah,
the
it
whole
is.
story was right. I was like, oh, what's gonna
I was
happen
gonna pick it
next?
for the MV Fave, and I was like, oh, but I can't. I need to choose wisely. So I decided to highlight it for my top 12 this week. And guys, just listen to Woodz. Oh my god, he's a good vocalist. And yeah, that's all I have to say. But this song, if you want to start being this is your introduction to Woodz. Listen to this song.
Okay, and how about to continue on the like badass songs? Jo, why don't you tell us about your solo pick? I loved it
Okay,
too.
so
Super.
this is a really great song. So I chose 1, 2, 3, 4 by LeeHi. The reason why I chose this one is that she has other songs, but okay, I already highlighted the recent release with VI, and I don't want to the one with the other BI song, No One or whatever. I wanted like an older song, and also because her favorites, I mean my favorites from her discography, I'm saving them for future episodes. You'll know. So I decided on that song because she was really young when she released it, and like how mature she sounded, how how grown up she
How was
seemed.
she 16?
I don't know. See, that's the thing. She's so great,
Yeah,
and
I think
it's like
when I did the math, parang 16 nga, I was shocked. I was like, wow. It's like if you're looking for like a Western equivalent, I was thinking of JoJo, like in terms of
yeah,
she was so
but like
young and
Billie
the
Eilish.
quality of voice. I mean, wow.
I was thinking Sarah Geronimo.
Ay, pwede rin.
I'm not a fan, so
Local.
I'm sorry.
Tal.
See, that's the thing with her though. Like, it's just there's this sound to her. Like, there's this quality to her voice. And also, guys, if you listen to the performance that I linked, it's not the original. It's a remix. Not the the hip hop or whatever remix. I think it was more jazzy. I'm not sure. I remember there. Yeah, she performed it recently when she was older and stuff. So like you can see how she performed it as a younger LeeHi versus when she was older. So watch the MV and then watch the live performance because there's a huge difference, but both are really good. She's a really, really great singer. There you go.
Okay. All right. Oh, we're what is this? Oh, I haven't given mine pa pala, no? Let's see. Oh, I'm so excited. This is the first song that my friend who introduced me to Bibi. This is the first song she played, and she was like, Meg, you're gonna love this video. You're gonna vibe with this so much. And she was right. And okay, I guess I should give like a content warning for people who aren't familiar with the song. I should have probably given you guys a content warning. The music video is graphic. It's very short. It's not the whole song, but it's graphic. So I would suggest you maybe watch the performance instead if you're sensitive to gore.
Wait, so
That's all
that
I'll say
wasn't the
about
whole song?
What?
I thought that was the
The
whole song. It was
MV.
like 1 minute.
I was like, because I watched the
that was it?
MV
Yeah.
playlist, so I was like, is this not a teaser? Is this the whole song?
Right? I thought
It's
it was
not.
a
It's
teaser,
not.
'cause
Okay.
it's under a minute. But no, that's like the only part of the whole music video that she
Okay.
released. Like that's the official music video. She just didn't do the whole song. So if you want to hear the whole song, you can watch her live performance or you can listen to it on our Spotify playlist. But anyway, I like it because one, it's very bold, it's very daring. It's not something I ever thought could exist in this industry. Two, I love the sound, even just like not looking into the lyrics. I love the sound. And three, oh my gosh, it's I feel like it's so representative of how many of us feel these days. Because like to give you a brief description now, the title is Life by Bibi. And basically the song is it kinda the whole vibe of it is what's wrong with you? Like what happened to you? Who did this to you? And she's like, life. And I'm like, oh, same girl, same. So it's funny how that's the message, but then the sound is kind of upbeat, kind of happy. So if you're not really listening, you'd think, okay, this is probably like a pretty upbeat song. And then when you look into it, and then when you watch the music video, you're like, oh, okay, it's different. So that's how. What was your reaction, all of you, when you watched the music video?
I was like,
How was it for you?
because it was just part of my screen because I was studying, and then I was like, what?
All right. I love it so much. Jo, how was it for you?
I mean, okay, so I confess I didn't really watch the music video because I wasn't paying attention. I was watching the live performance,
Mm-hmm.
but then so I got curious with the music
Diba?
video, but I don't know, it's weird. It's like
It is. Oh, that's why I love
Imagine-
it.
Imagine watching that at 3 a.m., guys. That was me.
Oh no.
Not good. Don't watch it at
no.
3 a.m.,
Yeah.
guys. Don't.
Watch it when the sun is up and maybe when you're not in a very existential mood.
I woke
unless you
up
want
at
to.
least.
Well, you're welcome then. Okay. So for the last category in our top 12, favorite collab. Okay, I'm excited for this one. So let's see. Why don't we start with, how about Jo this time? Can you tell us about your favorite collab?
yeah. Okay, so my favorite. Okay, so I have other favorite collabs, but okay, one of them I saved for a different episode. It's an but it was a really epic. You know what I mean? It was a really epic collaboration. But then I wanted to highlight newest pa rin. So I came up with the song from Min-hyun and Fromm. It's indie. It's how do I I mean, okay, I forgot to say the title. The title is The Aftermath. This was pre-produced 101. So during this time, the members of Newest, especially Min-hyun, he was known to be like he'd go around and knock on, producers to try to get jobs and stuff. I don't remember how this collab came about, but this was released, pre-produced 101. And then I found it really interesting because it's indie. It's not the usual K-pop sound. It's more, K-pop indie, K indie. And Fromm is a really really great singer. And then you combine it with Minhyun's voice. It sounds so good. It's like, it's not an it just flows into your ear and it's like it's soothing you and it's like, okay, it's cool. Even though they're talking about, a breakup and stuff, but it's so nice. It's just calming. And the visuals of the music video, it's like it's kind of dark, but like it's so indie. I can't describe it, guys. It's just really good.
It really was. When I listened to it, what that was also basta madaling araw na when I listened to it. I was like, oh, this is what I should have ended with because it's a nice parang soothing song for a lullaby. Eh, binalikan ko pa si Life. I was like, well, okay. So, but that's on me. Um, how about, okay. Bon, I want to talk about your collab choice because it was, see, I should not have listened to that too, like in the wee hours of the morning because I was so pumped. As in, girl, okay, can you tell us
Don't
about what you
touch me.
picked? Yeah.
Okay,
good.
so this is a collab between 4 strong women: Jong-hwa, Lee Hyori, Jessie, and Hwasa. So I got to know the song through Hwasa, of course, because I'm a fan of Mamamoo. And also, I was like, oh, Jessie's here too, because I started liking her too last year.
Mhm.
So I watched the song, and oh my god, okay, this is my reaction for this whole Fave thing. Oh my god. So it's a really hype. It hypes you up.
Super.
It kind of brings you up, right? It pumps you up. There's the word, Meg. Thank you for giving that word.
Yeah,
Pumps you up.
Super.
It's like when you need a confident song, this is
That's
that
the one.
song. This song, guys, "Don't Touch Me" by Refund Sisters. So it actually, the Refund Sisters and this song was actually formed under "Hang Out with You." This is the talk show of Yoo Jae-suk, and they formed this group and they released this just one song. And
Hope
I
they
love
release
the
more.
I hope they release more. Like I was
Diba?
like, can you release more? But it's just a temporary collab group. So
Mm.
there's Refund Sister, and I love the lyrics because, I mean, if you haven't gotten it yet from the title, "Don't Touch Me," it's about being confident about yourself. Like, I wear what I want. You don't touch me. Parang, there's this line from Jessie that I really like, you can look and stare, but don't touch me. Parang, fine, you can say whatever you want and whatever, but you're not gonna touch me, girl. No, you can't. It's something like that. It's really a confident song. It's my confidence song, actually. When I'm down, this is what I listen to. It's just, it hypes me up so
Effective.
much.
I know.
Yeah, it's effective. And you should understand that these 4 women are really empowered women. Those who sang this, like,
yes.
they're from different generations,
Super
but they
bagay.
were the badasses of their generations. So guys, watch it, listen to it. Actually, watch the whole thing, whole episode chunk from "Hang Out with You," and you'll get just how this song came to life.
Mm.
Can I just
Love
say
it.
that I love Jong-hwa and like Lee Hyori. Like Lee Hyori is one of my faves, and then seeing her here, it's really great. Like it's such a great song, and Jong-hwa is like she's in her 50s, and then she's singing the song, and I think
Yeah, I forgot
She's
to mention
in her
that.
50s.
Yeah, she's in her
her 50s.
and yes. Just one more thing about this song.
my
Jung-hwa
gosh.
actually had thyroid cancer, so she
Yes,
had
exactly. That's what I was
surgery
going to say.
for this, and she hasn't been singing for a while because her laryngeal nerve was not really destroyed, but it was a bit damaged.
Affected.
So
Yeah.
yes, affected. So she had to have vocal lessons during the shooting of "Hang Out with You," just to be able to sing the song, and she
Oh
was
my
able to sing it
gosh.
so beautifully.
So well.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
It's so good. She's
And
so
at
good. I
50,
love
she
her
was
so much.
dancing.
Galing.
Like,
Yes,
They are
you
just,
wouldn't
half her
realize.
age and I can't.
And like
yes.
Lee Hyori's in her 40s.
That's
Like
amazing.
look at her. She doesn't seem like she's in her 40s. Like she's so good. She's so pretty and she's so like I just love her.
That,
Lee
you know,
Hyori, man.
finding all of this out just up the empowerment for me. Learning
This is
about
one
all
of the
that.
cases wherein I would feel like on stage they're badasses, but in life, yeah, they're even more.
Yeah. No, amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh, love it. Love it. Okay. Benj. Okay, let's hear about your favorite collab. I loved it so much too. That's
Like-
another one. I was like, okay, I'm adding this to my comfort tender playlist.
So I was originally gonna choose something entirely different. It was also by the same group, simply because, come on, it's
Because of
me.
course.
It's of course. But I was originally gonna choose this Diplo, Ellie Goulding, and Red Velvet. It's Close to You, and I'll probably talk about that some other close to you. I'll talk about that some other time because it is in the genre that we're talking about. But the one I picked actually isn't in the genre. I would not say this is a K-pop song. I would say this is a very Western pop song. It's in English in full, and it's a collab between Wendy and John Legend called "Written in the Stars." And I feel like "Written in the Stars" on the onset is your cookie cutter, sweet ballad love song. But I feel like it represents something more than that. It's a aside from the fact that okay, vocal power, it's John Legend and it's Wendy. Wow, guys. I mean, I'm not a huge John Legend
Vocals,
person, but
listen.
the vocals are there.
Yes.
But I also feel like it's my personal take on what could have been had SM cared more about Velvet and Wendy. Because I feel like this is the kind of thing that the Western audience would just eat up. And I ate it up, and I don't listen to these kinds of songs in general, but I mean, I only gave it a chance because it was by my bias, and it's not even in this genre. But I feel like this is one of those songs that I feel could fit anywhere, especially if you want to feel happy, or if you're sad and you want to be, you just want to dwell in your sadness and all of that. But Written in the Stars, in terms of how good the vocals are, by who's there, and it pains me to hear that this has like 11 million views, and it's like I only found out about it because of I don't know, it got suggested on the YouTube algorithm, but it's like this is the example of had SM cared, they would have been much bigger than they are. But even if they aren't, they can still produce amazing music like Written in the Stars. And it's so simple, right? It's even if we're far away, because like obviously one is in Korea and the other is in the US, and it's like no matter what, I'm confident about those because it's written in the stars.
Nice and very reassuring. I feel like that's also for a lot of maybe not just even couples, but a lot of people in this pandemic. It's like a perfect song.
Right. Like we
Diba?
don't see
Right,
each
the
other, but
distance.
we're
Yeah,
still
absolutely.
friends, guys. Like
Yeah,
it's good.
see,
We're written
so
in the
nice.
stars, guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hi,
Someone
Black.
cue crying. Just kidding. Okay. All right. Now, it was this was probably the hardest category maybe to choose from, or maybe not. All of them were hard, but it was tricky for me to pick a collab because well, obviously it's gonna be BTS and someone because I'm me. And they've collabed with a lot of good artists, and I love almost all of their collabs. There's lots to pick from, so I was having a hard time. Even just most recently, their Butter collab with Megan Thee Stallion, and I guess my actual number one favorite collab is the one that I'm gonna be talking about for new releases. So I was thinking, should I talk about that or this? But then I want to take the opportunity to talk about a song that I feel like is not so well known, at least now outside of the fandom. It's not one of like the lead singles, and that song is "The Truth Untold" by BTS, featuring Steve Aoki. I hope I'm saying his name right. They've done other collabs with him in the past. Most famously, I think, is Mic Drop, which I also almost picked, but I wanted to pick "The Truth Untold" because I feel like it's a perfect example of how diverse their music is. Syempre, they're best known for their more upbeat or their bangtan music, the like okay, raw, intense, whatever. And this is one of their softer love love songs, right? It's entirely a love song. It's entirely a love story, and it's also another example of how good their storytelling can be, how referential they can be. So if you look at the meaning behind the song, if you look at the lyrics, there's similarities between the song and there's like an Italian tale or folklore story or something about a man who hides in his house because he doesn't feel accepted, or he's like afraid to show who he is, and then he falls in love with this woman who steals flowers from his garden every night, something like that. But before he has the chance to tell her that he loves her, he finds out that she died. So it's a very tragic song, but it's a nice meaningful story of loss and unrequited love, right? So when I first came across the song, I just liked the sound. It's like, okay, this is nice. I wonder what it's about. And when I looked at the lyrics, I was surprised to see the depth behind it. And the song actually it references a flower, the smeraldo flower. And it's not a real flower, but it's been used a lot in like BTS folklore and stuff. So this was one of my introductions into. I didn't even realize at first that they have so much interconnected storytelling. Like there's an actual universe or a world where it's like they don these characters or they don these storylines that are interconnected, and and yeah, it's like it's a story. So that's why I picked this song to highlight, because I hope that this song can get more love, because it's a really good song. Ah, man, I
I
love
can say
Top 12.
something about this song. Well,
Sure,
I can.
sure. Yes,
So
please.
I actually met this song also through Produce 48.
Wow.
So they did, yeah, they performed this, and when they performed this, I was like,
Mm.
oh my god, this is a
So
really good
good.
song. And sorry, Meg, this was me from before, and then I found out it was by BTS. I was like,
I already know.
BTS. I was like that. But I still love this song. I have it on my playlists. I have it on my
Good
playlist
to
because
know.
it's a
Good to
really good
know.
song.
But
And
see, yeah, go. Sorry.
it's and I didn't know that there was a story behind it because I just
Mm.
loved the melody, and I felt the story actually without searching
You
the
feel the
lyrics. Like,
emotions,
yeah, I
right?
felt the emotions through it. And actually I was surprised to find out that it was by BTS because I knew them like Dynamite,
Yeah,
or
right. This is
I mean
not what you
they're,
expect from
yeah,
them.
it's not what you expect from them. So that's it for me for this song.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were gonna choose Boy with Love.
I almost did. Honestly, I almost did, just because I do love that song, and among all their collabs, Halsey is one of the artists who I feel like she genuinely loves them and respects them. So I wanted to highlight that. But Steve is too, and I'm glad in the end that I picked this.
Oh, and yeah, Meg, can you make me a BTS starter
Oh my
playlist?
gosh, I'm gonna cry. Just kidding. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Did you hear that, people? Oh my gosh, this is recording, right?
This
I
is
have proof
recorded.
of
We
this. I
got
have actual.
this.
This is going in the teaser. This
can
is the
you
teaser
can
right
you
now.
limit it to like 20 songs to
I
start
can do
off
that.
with?
I can do that. Oh
Okay,
my
thank
god. Oh
you.
my gosh, I'm
It's like
sweating.
you're
I'm so
asking Meg to
excited.
pick
Okay,
between her favorite children.
I know.
okay,
Well,
Benj.
this is
Same for
harder. I have
you.
favorite children. Just kidding. I do. I do have
Can
favorite
you
children. I do.
You guys
Oh
make
my
me a
gosh.
playlist of these groups. Like
Fine.
limited
Yvonne.
to 20 songs, guys. Thank you.
Okay,
Send it to
Yvonne,
me.
that means so much to me. Wait lang. Just for context, for everyone. Like she mentioned before, she was not a fan. She's not a fan. Ganyan, ganyan. So, wait lang. Okay, sorry. Moment of silence for that. Thank you. Man, I'm so excited. Okay, well, like, I'm suddenly awake. Anyway,
I'll
I
give you
get
the
what you
credentials
mean.
to our Spotify account so that you
Yeah.
you should do it.
Yeah, okay, okay. Anyway, yes, that's why I love this song. It's one of the songs na listen, I know what you mean though about how okay, Dynamite, the more upbeat songs. That was my intro to them too, and I love those. So it was also a pleasant surprise to me when I went deeper into their discography and I found like, oh my gosh, ang lalalim pala ng songs nila. Which is why my other friends were like, oh, considering their songs are so deep, it's surprising how their latest releases have been these upbeat, just like happy songs. I'm like, talaga, ang lalalim pala ng songs nila. So it was a pleasant surprise
Watch
for
out
me
for the
too.
spotlight. Watch
I
out for
know
the
I'm
spotlight
excited.
on them.
Honestly, I'll admit I'm nervous, but I'm less nervous now. Thank you, Yvonne. Okay, so that's our top 12. I love all of the songs actually that you guys highlighted. But if I had to pick favorites, I think okay, my favorite maybe why am I it's all about me now. But my favorite group song that you guys highlighted, I really like Love in the Ice Joe. Because yun nga, if you can't already tell, I love storytelling. I love meaningful songs like that. My favorite soloist song is Love Me Harder. It was just so good. I mean, that opening, listen, I'm one of those people who, if the opening, like, that's gonna reel me in already. And my favorite collab is Written in the Stars. So, hey, I picked one from each of you. I didn't even do that on purpose. Honestly, I just,
Where?
no, yeah.
Sure.
I mean, maybe it's
Where?
just my
Flirting around
training
her
as a
friendship.
teacher. Listen, as a teacher, you know what? These things come naturally to me. Like, this is my favorite, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, okay. So now we're gonna go into, as we kind of wind down the episode, we're gonna go into new releases for the week. And I'm not even gonna ask permission. I'm gonna go first because I've been excited for this the whole
I
the
have
whole
no
episode.
idea what you're
Since
going to pick.
yeah, I mean, you know what? Like,
What
what
could
is
it
my
be?
shirt? What are my earrings? I even look. I don't know if you can tell, but my eyeshadow is sparkly. If only I knew how to use enamel pins, I would have used this. But look at that. Yeah, I even have. I didn't buy this for this. Okay, I just happened to have that. So if you couldn't already tell, my new release for the week is My Universe by Coldplay and BTS. And listen, I feel like even if you're not a K-pop fan, maybe all the more if you're not a K-pop fan, hopefully this will show you, you know, the range and the depth, because it's such, I really do like it as a song. And oh no, nalobat na ako. No, hang in there. Okay, I love the song, and I love how it's so Coldplay while also being so BTS. And only when I found out that they were collabing, like when they announced it, parang that's the only time it sunk in for me, like that's the perfect collab, because they stand for a lot of the same things, you know, positivity and comfort and being like soothing, and even a lot of their sound is similar. Like there's a very distinctly Coldplay sound, I feel like, especially with their like releases in the more recent years, which I mean that's the sound of My Universe. So I love how that blends so well with BTS, and they both reference like galaxies and universes a lot, which that's why I ended up picking Mikrokosmos for my favorite group song. I already have a whole playlist dedicated to these like university theme songs. And so that's my new release for the week. In fact, just earlier today, Coldplay performed at the Global Citizen um, live concert. So it was streaming earlier today. I think it might still be streaming now because it's her 24 hours, but I don't know who's performing anymore. And they had a really good performance. So I will include that in the links because I think it's really worth watching. It's so meaningful. I love the song. It's about love, basically. It's about love. Aside from the fact that it's about how they themselves, Coldplay and BTS, you know, this is so meaningful to me because a lot of people they judge not only K-pop, maybe even specifically BTS, because they're like, oh, this is all you are. You're just a boy band. You're just a K-pop boy band. And they'll go like, oh, you know what? This is real music. And a lot of the times, the example that they pick to compare them to would be, you know, bands like Coldplay, like this is real music. And then here's Coldplay, actual Coldplay, collaborating with them, especially the fact that when you look at the process of how the collab happened, you see how much genuine respect and love they have for BTS. Like Chris Martin went all the way to South Korea to meet with them to be able to create this. So in so many different ways, it's so meaningful to me, but you don't even have to look into it that deeply. I hope like if you give the song a listen, I hope even just from the sound alone, you will like it or enjoy it. Okay, that's enough from me. I'm done. That's it. That's all I came here to do. So
Wrap it up.
why don't
End the
we?
recording. We're good.
Okay,
We're
bye.
done
Hey, we're not
recording.
done. We're not done.
Leave meeting. I'm done.
Get your stuff in.
Okay, next I want to hear from Joe because I'm excited to hear you talk about this song as opposed to the
Title
song
track.
that you know, like as opposed to the title track. So I want to hear you talk about that because I also have thoughts, but
Okay.
take it away.
So I picked, if you didn't realize, I picked an NCT 127 song. I picked Lemonade. Okay, so honestly, I was thinking of picking either. No, I'm not gonna pick Sticker. I'm sorry, Sticker fans, but like,
Yo, I was promised lemonade, not scalding hot tea.
I'm sorry, but like, okay, so it's distinctly, you know, Sticker is very distinct, and like you'd recognize it even after one listen, but it's, mm, I don't know, it's honestly, I think Lemonade is better. And Sticker wasn't even in the choices I had for the new releases. I was thinking more of Road Trip. Is it Road Trip? Like the chill song from this album. I think it's Road Trip. Yeah. So I was thinking either Road Trip or Lemonade. But like Lemonade is distinctly more NCT as a sound because people when they hear NCT they think about this beat like it's more there's a loudness to it and mm, a distinct like I can't explain it but they have a distinct sound. It's like it's loud and you know it's NCT because it's how you know how like Mark and Taeyong's rap are. But then I picked Lemonade because it's distinctly NCT, but it's how I don't know. It's just better than Sticker. I'm sorry. It's just it just is, man. I can't explain it right now.
Okay,
You
at
can't
the
explain
risk,
it without getting cancelled. is
yeah,
what
yeah,
you're
that's
trying to
what,
say.
okay, okay. At the risk
Don't come
of,
at me, and citizens.
I know, at the risk of like gaining their ire, I have to say I was very excited for Sticker, as in the teaser, everything. I was so excited. And when I first listened to it, I was like, wow, this is very different, which it really is, right? And I've heard um fans say that it's also very distinct to their sound, which I guess I understand because I know that a lot of the stuff they put out is experimental, it's not the usual, which hats off to them. That's amazing, right? But maybe I'm just old. Okay, maybe I'm just old, so that's my disclaimer up front. By the time I finished listening to Sticker, I was like, I'm so tired. How long was this? Because I really thought it was like 5 minutes. And then I was surprised to see it was shorter. But then when I listened to the rest of the album, yun nga, I really enjoyed the B-sides more. Most of all, Lemonade. So it's not that I'm saying that, like, about Sticker. It was I think it's very thought-provoking. I think it's an interesting release. I like that we get to talk about it, but I do prefer Lemonade also.
And it's fine,
Right.
guys. How do I say this? But Sticker won Music Core yesterday, so it's okay, guys. It's fine. See, be happy
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that
It's
achievement.
one
See,
music show, so it's like
that's always the thing. It's like even if groups we love, or even if we don't love them, even if they release things that maybe aren't our faves, the fact that we support these groups, it's like they're gonna be fine. It's okay.
true.
All right, let's see. New releases. Okay, Bon and Benj. I was not familiar with the new releases you picked. Like this is the first time I'd heard about them. So why don't we hear from? How about Bon? Can you tell us about your new release pick?
Okay. Okay. My new release song for this week is Door by Kwon Eunbi. And
This was
again,
so good. This was so good, I swear.
mentioning Produce 48 because she debuted with the group from Produce 48, IZ1 still not
IZ1
over
is
their
gone.
disbandment. I can't, but I am so happy for their solo projects. Joyery would be debuting next month, and I heard Yana was going to. But the first one from the 12 is Kwon Eunbi with Door. And this song, it isn't how to describe it. It feels magical. Well, the MV was something like that. It was like Alice in Wonderland kind of vibe. And honestly, you have to listen to it to understand why it's so good. I cannot describe it in words. I simply cannot. But I was so happy for her because her solo was good. Um, Considering the trouble she went through throughout her career as a singer, like she debuted and then their group haven't didn't even have a formal disbandment and they just released one song, and then she had to enter Produce 48, and I was so happy that she got into it and debuted as IZ1. And then now she is on to her solo career. And I think Door was the perfect solo for her. Like, I loved how much effort the company put into her solo because I felt like maybe she would be kind of sidelined because of her past not so successful endeavors. But I'm so happy that the company picked this song for her and that they supported her throughout her solo. And you have to listen to this, Meg. It's a good song. It's a really good song.
I only got
Will
to listen
do.
to it because it was in music shows around the same time. You know, a very famous comeback was about to happen. It was very long awaited. So, because I was watching all the music shows, it was pointed out to me this is the leader of, I'm not sure if it's leader or but one of the senior members of IZ*ONE, and I actually listened to it every time in the 2 week cycle that I was waiting for that comeback. So I actually did start liking that song too because of the performances in the music shows, and it's like it's opening a new door, you know,
Yes.
to different
And
things in
Meg,
K-pop.
the intro is actually good too.
Yay, okay. I'm one of those people. If the intro can hook me, I'm in. So I don't know if that's me being impatient or what, but I'm one of those people.
First impressions.
All right, Benj, let's hear about your pick
Right.
of the week.
So this is actually from a similar concept. My pick of the week is Talk and Talk by Fromm9. Fromm9, I think the name stands for From Idol School 9, because there's 9 of them. They came from Idol School. And yeah, it's a 4th gen group. So the reason I chose this song, and I bumped it for Stacy last week because I was super hyper stereotype, but Fromm9 is a group that I feel like should have won more music shows than they have. They release great songs like Love Bomb, Fun, We Go. Those were like amazing songs. And I feel like it's such a shame that they didn't get any recognition simply because 4th gen girl groups right now are... There's just way too many of them. But I think through 2 weeks ago, they went on Show Champion and they actually won for Talk and Talk. And when I watched the encore of that song, like everybody was crying. They were so happy that they got their first win. But even if it's like long overdue with the songs that they produce, Talk and Talk is a really good song. It's a fun, upbeat. It's not a very deep song, but I believe it's a song that's both a throwback and also one that represents the pandemic era. I mean, first of all, for intros, it's super catchy. It goes and it's like that entire vibe just sets like this happy tone in the entire song. It's so uplifting, but it's really just about, it's so shallow, but it's about, can we talk for 5 more minutes? I'm enjoying my time talking to you. Let's just talk and talk. It's like just
So we'll
like,
just talk and talk.
yeah, it's like this podcast basically, but
That's
yeah.
so cute though.
It's-
I love that.
And I feel like, yeah, it's like it brings us to those times when, like, you know, texting wasn't a thing. You can call people and it's like, oh, stay up 5 more minutes, let's keep talking. But also in this pandemic, guys, please keep me company. Stay up for a few more hours. It's no, but yeah, Talk and Talk is it's a really fun song, and I feel like there's a lot of like quote unquote good songs out there, and they're deep and everything. But to be honest with you, sometimes I just kind of want my bubblegum. I just kind of want something that's super catchy, super uplifting, and this is it. This fills a lot of those voids, and well deserved on their first win. I really hope in the future there's more from Fromm9. To be honest with you, this is the song that made me stand them, and it made me realize that they have a lot of great songs. It's a shame that they're not winning more. And right now with how 4th gen is looking, I'm scared because 4th gen, we'll talk about it next week or so, but yeah, stand Fromm9, guys. Listen. Talk and Talk,
Benj.
great song. Yeah.
It's when you mentioned bubblegum, I was like, hey, there was a song titled like that. It's actually Chewing Gum by NCT Dream. It's also a bubblegum song. You should listen to it.
You know
Love
what,
that.
I will. If I get over my
cute.
whole girl group bias, yeah, sure. I'll go NCT Dream.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. You know what? What was their album? Because I
Ooh,
know
like,
Hot Sauce,
good.
diba? They did
Yeah.
another album like right after with 3 more
Oh, yeah.
songs. So good. Oh my goodness. Really, for real. Okay. Oh man, this was really long. Like
This was a
we've
long
been
talk.
I know, right? I mean, I feel like that's on us also because there's just a lot we want to share, and I guess we underestimated how much we'd want to share. But as always, it was so fun. It was so fun.
Fun
Had a
talking to
great
you
time,
guys.
I hope it was fun listening to us, and for the rest of you, I hope you had fun. I hope you heard
We will
songs.
split this into part 1 and part 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
will
we-
do.
So
Yeah.
if you want to
We
listen
have
to
to.
like, if you just want to listen to like the songs that we like this week, That's part 2 probably.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you want to listen to all the faves and stuff, that's part 1. And
Yeah, I
sorry,
guess
but
so.
like, come on, guys. It's not like this is a song that you just listen to over and over again. Like, this is a journey that you take. If you're willing to take it, you can take it in parts. You can like listen to it, go back to work or do something, and yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like you don't
You can
have
listen to us in
it
the
in one
shower.
go.
Or
Yeah,
you
you
don't
can
need to
listen-
listen to
Yeah.
us. Check.
No, you do. You do.
You have to.
Okay, listen.
Well,
If you don't want to listen to us, I mean, that's on you for not having good taste. So, but listen to listen to our recommendations, listen to our playlists. At least listen to
Yes.
the people we love, if not us. Honestly, that's how I feel about BTS. I'm like, you know what? I don't care if the whole world hates me. Like, it's fine. Just don't hate my voice. That's it. That's how I feel. Okay. Last thoughts. Anything else you'd like to say, or am I forgetting something? Other news in the
News.
world. K-pop. I mean, that's the only thing that
Mm.
has consumed us. Any non-K-pop news?
Any
Um,
non-K-pop news?
Wow, the fact that we totally
Is Lenny
blanked.
running?
Wow,
just a question.
We really
Whoa
went
there!
Whoa,
there!
we
He
went there.
hasn't
Whoa
declared-
there!
Just a question.
He hasn't declared yet.
no,
But
no, yeah, no
she has not
declaration.
yet declared. That's all we can say.
I will personally say that we will not take an official stance,
And
but you do not
Um,
need for us to say it for us to know what we don't need to say it, but I better hope you make the right decision.
Yeah,
yes,
we
not
don't
make
need
gonna
to
the
say
say-
right decision, guys.
You know what? Without naming names, I'm just gonna say we're not voting for homophobes. We're not voting for trapo. We're not voting for,
Yes.
sons of dictators.
Do you
So,
have
no
any
names.
idea how little that narrows it down?
I love
My
how
God.
we can never resist getting
Everything
political. Well,
is
everything is
political,
political.
guys.
Everything
you
is
guys.
political. So like
So,
Yeah.
no matter
So
Part
I
of
don't
it.
care for getting cancelled. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I am telling you to really look deep inside what you
Yes.
value,
Yes.
who you value, and
Yes.
Yeah.
take a very critical think very critically about the decision that you're going to make. I will not personally
Yes.
endorse anybody
Mm-hmm.
because if you know me as a person, you probably should know by now.
yeah, we're not
Yeah.
gonna endorse anyone on the pod, like not now,
yeah.
not specifically.
No,
I was just asking out of curiosity. You know,
But just think well, because that's another 6 years. It's another 6 years
True.
of whoever you pick, right? So choose
remember
well. And
pandemic response, like
listen, what is it? We're recording this on the 26th, but it won't be out until later in the week. So by the time this comes out, I hope you have registered because they have not extended voter registration. So you only have
Yeah,
So,
till
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. By the time this comes out, I hope you will have registered. Aside from registering, like we said last time, actually vote and vote well. Anything
Yeah.
else? Any other
Nothing.
news in the Bon? Oh, nothing? Didn't you have
Wait,
something to share about the UN?
Oh,
yeah,
right. So
About your
Blackpink
girls?
was my girls were what do you call this, delegated as ambassadors for the SDG, the Sustainable Development Goals of the UN. So I'm proud of my girls. They're in the UN with her boys,
Because
the
Right.
Meg's boys.
Yeah,
think
I
of it this
know.
way, guys. You know, when it comes to sustainable things, we know that K-pop is an industry that's very consumerist. They produce a lot
Yes.
of albums.
I know.
That's why I
do-
was thinking about how they're gonna go about
No,
it.
no, it's perfect because
Looking forward.
Blackpink barely
It's perfect.
releases any albums anyway. So like,
Very sustainable.
Sustainable. Oh my goodness.
And this is me as a blink.
all right.
Mute. Just kidding.
Okay. Other news of the week. Oh yeah, Inkigayo results. Lee Moo-jin wins his triple crown for the Traffic song. Against aespa's Next Level. Come on, guys, you'll get your first win, please, aespa and Lalisa. So next week, I think Lee Moo-jin is disqualified for winning a triple crown. So I think it'll be between NCT for Sticker, aespa again, and Lisa. So whoever you stand out there, be sure to stream, vote, or whatever. Yeah. One last thing on birthdays. I believe
Yes.
it was. I need to like check the date, but recently it was Nayeon's birthday. It was Happy Nayeon Day. So yeah, there's a lot. Honestly, I'm not like super into Twice, but she is one of my biases. So September 22, happy birthday Nayeon. I hope Josh the Stalker gets the hell away from you because that guy's creepy as hell.
Right.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay.
Oh, last thing. In non K-pop, but still music news. random album recommendation, listen to Montero by Lil Nas X.
Lil
It's
Nas
so good.
X, we go.
So good. Honestly, I mean I knew the album would have bangers because it's Lil Nas, right? But I wasn't prepared for how deeply personal and introspective it is. It's such a good album. When I was listening to it, it called back to the first time that I heard Chance the Rapper's Coloring Book, which is one of my all-time favorite albums, mixtapes, whatever. And I didn't think I would be able to feel that way again because it's so personal, and I love how you can tell that it's coming from a better place. Like he sings about very personal and heavy and dark things, but it comes from a better place, like where he is now. So there's hope in it. You know, it's not so heavy and sad. So I think it's also one of the most perfect albums for this time. So yeah, that's my last note. Okay. Anything else? We ready?
Anything else?
Do we have
I
an
guess to end
outro?
it.
Do we have an
Not
outro?
yet.
We're just gonna
So-
say thank you for spending 3 hours with us.
Yeah, I know.
Thank
Like-
you for listening, guys. Have a
Thank
good
you.
week.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Good luck to
Um,
the editor. Seriously.
Good luck to
Yes, good luck to you.
True.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Take my
Yeah.
glasses off. GG's,
Okay,
guys.
so like outro.
Are we just gonna go
How
just
do-
edit it?
Edit,
Yeah, we're just gonna just
Ooh,
Okay,
so- Thank you.
bye.
thank you
Thank you.
for
Oh, right.
listening in. I hope you heard one of your
I think
faves
John's
here.
gonna say something.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Before we end, because it's September, like when we release it, it's still September, right? This is the last
it?
September episode,
Oh
and
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Right.
September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. It's long, but yeah, Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. I just want to tell everyone that you've done great. Thank you for existing, and I hope that the future will be kinder to all of us. There you go. Thank you.
And
If you need
Thanks,
any
Ma.
help,
Thanks, Jo.
yeah, like
Slide into our DMs.
hotlines everywhere, like talk to people because it really helps. There you go.
and other than the future being kind to you, first of all, you have to be kind to yourself. So that's it.
One has
Love
a song
yourself. Be
about
kind to
that. Yeah.
yourself.
Okay, so
Always
be kind to yourself,
guys.
or else. Again.
Or
You
else.
better
No, but
love yourself, or
no
else.
seriousness, guys. We care about
that's
you.
There you go. Yeah.
So thank you. Please stay.
Yeah, thank
please stick
you.
around.
Stick around, stay safe. We love
I
all
can't
of
even do
you.
the word properly. There you go.
Okay.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.